fix that. Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano today grilled on the new policy directive that halts the deportations of anywhere from 800,000 to 1.4 million illegal immigrants. Congressman Randy Forbes asked Napolitano about whether the new policy violates the rule of law.
It is, as I understand it, the President of the United States. You don't dispute the fact that he was correct when he said he didn't have authority as President of the United States to issue an order to do what you have now issued as Secretary of Homeland Security, but you feel that you have that authority and that capability to do.
We are well seated in the law. That's correct, Representative.
Congressman Randy Forbes, member of the House Judiciary Committee, Armed Services Committee, joining us now. Good to have you with us, Congressman.
Thank you, Lou.
I will ask first this way. Are you satisfied with the Secretary's response?
Lou, sometimes you just feel like you can't write this stuff, you know, and you listen to what they say. Basically, what the Secretary said today was that the President of the United States did not have authority to do what she did, but that she has, as Secretary of Homeland Security, more authority than the President of the United States. She went on to indicate that the President, if he doesn't have the authority, can bootstrap it by simply ordering somebody in his administration to do something that he doesn't have the authority to do. Lou, if that doesn't violate the rule of law, if it makes any logical sense, I don't think anybody in that room today could understand it.
Even if it is indeed a breach of the law, even if it makes a mockery of our legal system and our government, the fact is there's not a thing that Congress can do about it, at least anytime soon, right?
Well, Lou, there's nothing Congress can do about it. There's something the American people can do about it, and we're hoping in November that we see a change. We have a different president, different Senate, and then we can go about changing some of these things that we just think are egregious to our country.
The USDA, out with Spanish language commercials in this country, seeking food stamp recipients, and they stopped the program as soon as the public became aware of it last week. Now we learn that there is a partnership, as it is described by the Department of Agriculture, between the United States government and the government of Mexico, in which they're working together to provide food stamps for Mexican nationals in the United States, i.e. illegal immigrants.
Lou, sometimes you just sit back and you think, as you mentioned earlier, we've had 41 straight months of unemployment over 8%, net loss of 473,000 jobs. We're getting ready to have 700,000 more jobs lost if these tax rates go up. We're getting ready to have 2.4 million jobs lost if these defense cuts come into place, and 800,000 jobs lost if health care continues. And yet what are they doing? Instead of correcting some of that, they're trying to spend money as fast as they can on people who are here illegally. It just makes no sense to the ordinary hardworking American who's out there just trying to keep his head above water every day.
We've just put up on the screen the fact that we bring in over 1 million. Last year we brought in over 1 million legal permanent residents. We brought in 4.4 million people into this country legally last year. Yet the administration acts like it's a civil rights proposition, that this is somehow some unwelcoming nativist, racist nation. While at the same time, we have Hispanics in this country are our largest minority group. This is particularly peculiar politics, it seems to me. What do you think?
Well, Lou, one of the things, as you mentioned, it's not just the number of legal immigrants that we welcomed into the country, but if you take all of the legal immigrants around the world, the United States allowed more in our country than all the other countries in the world combined. And we welcome people coming here legally who abide by the rules and who abide by the rule of law. But I do not understand what part of illegal that this administration just does not understand. If they want to change the law, they need to change the law, but they shouldn't just arbitrarily come back and say they have the fiat power to change it when they don't. And secondly, they shouldn't just stop enforcing the laws that we currently have on the books.
As you say, a decision for the American people to make in November. Very quickly, Demogeddon, are you confident that Congress, the White House, are going to be able to take the draconian cuts that were put together under sequestration, to rationalize them and to at the same time stop those who are committing political suicide? Maybe you don't want to stop them, the Democrats, from committing political suicide in November by threatening the entire country with recession.
Well, Lou, there's too much involved, both from a national strategic point of view and also from the 2.4 million jobs that we could be losing with sequestration. So far, the House has passed a budget that would stop that, but the Senate has refused to do that and says they won't, and the President has said he won't do anything to stop it. We have to take them at the word. If they refuse to do it, the only option the American people has is to change the Senate in November and change the White House so we can get it done before the end of the year.
Congressman Randy Forbes, good to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
Up next, a constant barrage from the left over the